All right, Virgos. Keep in mind, we're in eclipse season. Keep in mind, we're coming out of Cancer season. It was crazy for everybody. Mars is retrograde. Lots of planets are retrograde. It's been nuts. So, don't get nervous by all these reversals. Bottom of the deck, 8 of Cups. Look at this. You are moving towards your own happiness. You're leaving something behind. This doesn't necessarily mean you're leaving a relationship or walking away from a relationship. This doesn't have to be a love reading. Even if it is a love reading, it doesn't mean you're leaving somebody. This means you're leaving all of this emotional, pent up, emotional stress, good and bad, expectations of something. You're leaving it behind. You're moving towards the sun. You are open. You are inviting. You are energetic. Okay, so you're not just like giving somebody the finger and walking away here. Okay, that's not what this is. What you are doing is protecting yourself. This is self-preservation. Not that you've gone through something that put you in dire straits emotionally, but there's protecting yourself because we're coming off of this Cancer season, which was nuts for everybody. All right, think of you're standing on a beach and there's rocks, large cliffs behind you, and the tide's coming in, and you're stuck, and the waves just keep pummeling you, okay? And you get fatigued, and you get tired, and now you finally find a way up the cliff, and you're like, okay, I still have a ways to go, I still have to climb out of this, but I know I'm at least going to live through this, right? So it's like you take that last surge of energy, and you're like, okay, let's go, climbing out, and then the sun rises. So you've got all this energy. Right? You're turning your back on something that was highly stressful. At least leaving something that was stressful. Your defenses are up. This is a month of self-preservation. This message has been very similar for all the readings that I've done thus far. Because we're in Leo season, and Leo is a fixed fire sign, and they can have sometimes people can think that Leos are very selfish and emotionless, but that's not the case whatsoever at all. But one thing that they do well is take care of themselves, and it's not out of a selfish manner. I mean, you can look at it like that, but it doesn't have to have a negative connotation to it. But they definitely know how to take care of themselves and bring their own security and bring their own safety. And I'm generalizing, I know that, so please don't leave comments about some dastardly Leo that hurt you. Okay, that's not what this is about. But their energy, Leo season energy, is about, right, self-protection. It's about putting yourself first. It's about taking action. It's about being optimistic. It's about looking towards the sun. It's about being open and available. It's about leaving Cancer season behind. So, look at this. The 7 of Wands, that's what this is, right? This is you being in Leo season. This is you being welcoming, this Page of Wands. This is you being inviting. This is you being welcoming. This is you not focusing so much on social engagements and third-party situations or feeling if somebody cheated or what's going on. Like, your mindset's not there. This is more about you doing you. You don't really want to expend a lot of energy helping others. Messages might not be coming towards you. You might feel like your ships aren't coming in, but you also know that this is necessary so that this can be necessary. Okay, read between the lines here. I'm not talking about leaving a relationship. It could be that, but I don't feel like that. I think there's just some sort of shift, Virgo's mental shift, idealization shift that kind of makes your mind frame and goals a little bit different, and your acceptance of what's happening a little different. That's why you're moving away from this 10 of Swords energy. It's no longer about how somebody hurt you or how a situation made you feel. It's more about grabbing the bull by the horns and leading it in a way, in the bull meaning your life, right? And your desires and the outcome that you see for yourself. Not getting caught up in what wasn't or what they should have done or what you should have done or said. It's like you're not in that space at all. There's no regrets. It's not about if your wishes didn't come true. It's not about if they're not coming towards you. All right? Because they're not. If you want to step back into Cancer season and pout because you had to leave somebody because they weren't communicating with you, they weren't bringing offers of love, and then there's all this hurt and regret, then you can stay there if you want. But Virgos, the main point of Leo season is to say, okay, cool, good. You don't want to come towards me? Awesome, I wish you the best of luck. You want to maintain open conversation with me? Fine, I wish you the best of luck. I'm going to miss you. I've got things to do. All right? I like to think of like a Bostonian, someone from Boston, like a older, an older woman or man from Boston. It's just like, all right, like maybe Italian. It's like, all right, you don't want that, bye. You don't want to talk to me, fine. I got stuff to do, right? That's the type of energy I'm sensing for you. And it brings you a lot of contentment and fulfillment. It's not about what you didn't get. It's not about what they didn't do. So you're like, all right, cool. Next. Not because you don't care. The world, okay? Yes, again, this is ending. You're making decisions. This energy is ending. And it's about you. Not in a selfish way. Please don't take it that way. I know I keep repeating myself and I feel like I'm saying the same thing over and over and over. But the expectation, the emotional fulfillment from the expectation of what someone else is going to say or do is no longer hindering your actions. It's no longer hindering your outlook. And it's definitely no longer hindering your self-value and self-worth. There's no criticisms of it, no criticisms of them, no criticisms of yourself. That's it. This is just a straightforward reading. What do we need to clarify? Let's clarify this Ten of Swords, because it always looks so, dark. But you see this owl here? There's wisdom we learned from being here, and we learned from going through Cancer season. Right? There's wisdom. We develop, we grow, we mature. These flowers, these purple flowers. Purple is the color of royalty and knowledge and integrity. Right? There's a lot of self-worth wrapped up in that color. There's a lot of maturity and wisdom and experiences wrapped up in that color. And we also have the owl here, so we've been through this, right? That's why, when I'm talking about kind of this older person, this older, wise Bostonian person, I don't even know why I'm saying Bostonian. It's just they always have that attitude, right? Of like, all right, miss ya, love ya, see you later. I'm here if you need me. Let's clarify this Ten of Swords. Please clarify this Ten of Swords for Virgos. Five of Wands reversed. Again, there's no internal battle going on. You're not frustrated by this. Oil, water off a duck's back. Water off a duck's back. I'm sorry. Water off a duck's back. All right, let's clarify this Nine of Cups. Because while I'm speaking about all this attitude that you're having, this positivity that you're having, this energy you're having, we do still have the Nine of Cups reversed. So this could be you wanting stability in a relationship, but not being hung up on it by any means. This could be you feeling like your wishes didn't come true or aren't coming true, but not hung up on it again. Let's clarify this. Please clarify the Nine of Cups reversed for Virgos. Please clarify the Nine of Cups. Again, because this phase is ending. You're okay with it. It's welcomed. No hard feelings. So this is interesting because they, somebody else, could be water sign, could be air sign, you know, with you, in human behavior in general, when one pulls away from somebody or something and just puts all their energy into something else in a positive way, it creates a vacuum effect. And I know I always talk about this, but it creates a vacuum effect. And ultimately, kind of what we're seeking, when we stop seeking it so hard and trying to force it and project it into reality, then it just suddenly appears. So without so much focus, like you set the intention, you put it out into the world, into the universe, you say it, you believe it, but then you just kind of let it go and feel the feeling of having it or being with them, and then shrugging your shoulders and, you know, moving along with your life, ultimately often causes that energy to come directly towards you. So that could be what this is. Let's clarify this Knight of Swords. Or it could be like it's somebody that you're not interested in, somebody that you don't want stability, like someone's just like not giving up and just wants to be with you so badly, trying to fix something. And you're just like, all right, you need to settle down and then we could talk. Go get your ducks in a row. This is you saying this. Go get your ducks in a row and then we'll talk. Possibility. Please clarify this Knight of Swords. Someone could just be acting crazy too. Yeah. So you're strong enough not to deal with their antics, and it's just causing them to want to force you to deal with their antics. So this is you standing in strength. We're in Leo season. I know I keep talking about that, but this is you standing in your own strength, standing in your own confidence and self-assuredness, and knowing that, you know, hey, stuff's changing and we got to change with it. We can make things change. We can force change, but it's all in due time, and I'm comfortable with that. That's good. Ten of Wands, High Priestess, the Lovers, Three of Wands. So look at this. You know how to manage yourself and your energy. You know that what you're doing, you know that what you have been doing is resulting in a positive outcome or will result. So you're just waiting for your ships to come in. You're continuing to work. You're continuing to do this. It's kind of like your little hidden secret of, you can stay or go. I'm not going to concern myself with it. I know you'll probably be back, but I'm working on this thing for me right now, and it's working. It's starting to work. It's starting to really manifest into what I want it to do, and it's part of my self-preservation. I'm open. I'm happy. I'm excited. Things are going very well, and I know that love's just going to work out for me. That's your attitude, and if it's not, it will be by the end of the month. So I would suggest coming back and watching this. And watch my dailies, because we'll be watching this take place and occur throughout the month. So be patient. Okay? Stand up for yourself. Do your thing. Keep going. You know it's going to pay off. You know it. Right? Okay. All right, Virgos. I love you so much. Again, I'm very happy to be back. So excited for the changes in my channel, and I will see you soon. All right, Virgos, love you. Bye.